Hi, I'm Cara from EMI Music, and this is Matt from the Echo Nest. We're here to tell you about a new partnership between EMI and the Echo Nest, which should make life easier for you as developers in order to create music apps and services. In short, EMI is making some content available via an API. Developers like you can work with some of this content in the sandbox, and you can propose ideas for apps. If a proposal is taken forward, then EMI will take on the role of clearing licenses for those apps, and then we'll market it. Revenue will be shared between all of the relevant right holders, so that means the developers as yourself, EMI, artists, the Echo Nest, music publishers, and anybody else relevant. We're doing this because we know that there are developers out there with creative and innovative ideas who can deliver great music apps and services. We also know that developers face hurdles in getting those ideas to market. So we're trying to remove those hurdles, especially in terms of securing proper licenses from rights holders, in marketing apps, and most importantly, in accessing the actual content. So we've partnered with the Echo Nest because they understand music and technology. They're the ideal partner to provide us with an API and technical infrastructure, and they also bring their technical knowledge and their music app know-how to the creative process.
So the types of app you can develop are completely up to you as a developer. So it might be an artist-specific mobile app, or it might be a broader service with content from multiple artists on the web or on mobile. So this content is being made available in two types of sandboxes. The first type of sandbox is an artist-specific sandbox. So in addition to actual audio tracks, you also get broad content like video, imagery, and more. These artist-specific sandboxes often will come with a specific brief around a type of app. So maybe it's a remix app, maybe it's an app around an upcoming tour or album. And often the content may be available just for a specific period of time. There may also be a deadline by which you need to submit ideas for apps for these type of artist-specific sandboxes. The second type of sandbox is audio only, but will contain hundreds or even thousands of audio tracks, such as in the case of the Blue Note sandbox. These sandboxes often are more open, so any idea goes, and the content lasts for longer.
You can use content in either type of sandbox in order to develop your ideas. If you're ready to actually build something and take it to market, then this is how it'll go. Firstly, EMI has already made content available via an API. So now you need to actually go and sign up to each API, and then you'll be granted access to each sandbox. Then you can experiment with the content in the sandbox and shape your ideas and test your concepts. When you've developed an idea, then you should submit an app proposal, and then us at EMI, the Echo Nest, and the relevant artist, if it's an artist-specific app, will provide feedback on that brief. If it's agreed upon, then you get busy building a beta version of that app. And then us at EMI, the Echo Nest, and the artist will review it once again. You build the production version, and then if everybody's in agreement, we'll publish that production version on an app store.
The point of this whole process is scalability and also efficiency. However, if your idea doesn't fit the mold, let's say you develop something that would work much better with EMI's whole catalog, or perhaps you have an innovative new business idea, that's fine. Come talk to us.
If you're wondering why EMI is the publisher of the app, there are good reasons. Firstly, EMI has responsibility for paying out all parties, so we do need to receive revenue and reporting data from app stores. Also, in order to negotiate with rights holders, EMI needs to be the party with the retailer relationship. Also, for artist apps, EMI is obviously best positioned to make an official artist app on a store. Also at EMI, we know our artists best, so we can guarantee accurate messaging and content through apps that are published.
So again, we do understand that some of you may want to publish your own apps. And there may be valid exceptions to this, especially for sort of more service-type apps that use broad catalog. So as before, just come talk to us. We're definitely open.
As for your intellectual property, EMI will use your IP under license for this specific instance of this app. However, you retain your IP. We may request a limited exclusivity period of around 3 to 6 months, depending on your app or service. But after this agreed period, then you can go and take your IP and your app to other parties. Again, we appreciate that there may be certain models where this won't work. Again, that's fine. Come talk to us.
So now for the question everyone's wondering about, how much do you get paid? You will get paid the lion's share of 40% of net revenue of the app. So net revenue is revenues after direct technical costs like streaming and hosting, app store fees, sales tax deductions, things like that. We at the Echo Nest will take a small portion of that 40%. And that's what we take in order to provide technical infrastructure, the APIs themselves, hosting, and the other work we do behind the scenes to connect the dots.
EMI shares the other 60% between all of the other rights holders, and that means ourselves, the music publishers, the artist, and any other party with rights for content in the app. As for the EMI share, we're going to do some things that are going to make life much easier for you. That includes licensing all of the content for use. That means negotiating the clearances from other rights holders, including music publishers. We're going to publish the app in the store, and we're going to help market it. And most importantly, we're also going to do all of the accounting, and we're going to pay out all of the relevant parties, and that means you.
So, to reiterate, we're doing this because we believe that there are developers out there with great, innovative app ideas for artists and music fans. We hope you agree that what we've laid out here makes it a lot easier to deliver those apps, and that it's done in a fair and a relatively open way. So, if you want in, here's the all-important link where you can access the APIs and submit your application briefs.
So good luck, and we're looking forward to seeing what you've got.